Straten utilizing her otherworldly athleticism to no avail. Waist lock by Belair. What do we want to talk about?
I am him! I am him!
Hey, it's the red carpet ring featuring TBK, the Turnbuckle King himself. Got another good one for you guys today. Gonna talk about WWE SmackDown Champion versus Champion contract signing. This is the most recent episode of SmackDown for May 17th. And also, there will be a bonus round as usual, talking about the King and Queen of the Ring. Is it too many events causing injuries? That's what we're going to find out. Stay tuned for that. That will be after the SmackDown recap. And of course, I'm on not just YouTube, but X. I will say our goodbyes there after I cover the SmackDown episode. If you want to come see more of the red carpet ring on YouTube about the bonus round, come to YouTube only. But before we begin, let's see who came into the ring. Tamika, Washington, what's going on? Always appreciate your support. Good morning to you as well. We're going to talk about SmackDown, what happened in this previous episode, SmackDown, as we headed to King and Queen of the Ring, which is upcoming next week, a week from today, actually, Saturday. So let's talk about it. We'll talk about the matches and we'll talk about the contract sign, of course. But let's talk about the beginning, the first match that kicked off SmackDown, and also the women's matches. Now, as we got here, Bianca Belair had a match against Tiffany Stratton, and also Jade Cargill had a match against Nia Jax, both qualifying matches to go to the semifinals. These are two quarterfinal matches. Bianca Belair did defeat Tiffany Stratton in a very, very good match, and she will go on to advance the winner of the Jade Cargill Nia Jax, which was later on that evening. As you can see, Bianca advanced. She hit Tiffany with a KOD. Tiffany was getting very, very close, and Bianca prevailed. There were close times that we thought Tiffany was going to get close and defeat Bianca Belair, but to no avail. Bianca pulled it through. She was selling off a knee injury, limping. She was able to hit the KOD on Tiffany Stratton while limping. 1, 2, 3. Bianca Belair advances in the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. She is going to go on to the semifinals. And of course, whoever wins that match next week will go on to the King and Queen of the Ring PLE next Saturday. And it will be the finals. And that will be the SmackDown winner versus the Raw winner. But it was a very good match between Bianca and Tiffany Stratton. Very, very good match. I like how these two play very well off each other. So that was very good. I like how these two women definitely display their talents in the ring. But Tiffany, there was some controversy with her recently. She posted something with Jade Cargill. She posted stuff with her, and people thought that maybe it would ruin her, as I did too. We thought that maybe she would not get pushed, maybe she would not go on to continue on, but that was not the case here. She had a little video mocking Jade Cargill, showed a black face, a woman getting punched, but obviously there's no backstage heat from WWE regarding Tiffany Stratton on the Jade Cargill thing. So no harm, no foul there, I would say. But Tiffany still the King and Queen of the Ring and everything. So Jax Muleta Thanks for coming to the ring. Brulion Skillbread, also, thank you for coming out as well. But yeah, there was no heat regarding Tiffany Stratton. She wrestled, and there's no ruining her or anything. She's not going to get pushed down the card. She's not going to get suspended. She's not going to get terminated, released, or anything of sort. Other than that, though, I still see Tiffany Stratton getting a push in WWE, and I'll go far as saying I still see her being this year's Miss Money in the Bank. What time is it? Tiffy time. Now let's go on to the Jade Cargill Nia Jax match. That was the other match of the women's for the King and Queen of the Ring qualifying match. Now, as we see that power versus power, strength versus strength, Jade versus Nia, we see that Nia was trying to, she's the heel. She's trying to get heat. As you can see in the last still there, she was looking at Jade's daughter. Her daughter's watching on. And Nia told Jade's daughter, her daughter name is Bailey, saying, "Your mom sucks," mocking her. And Jade just lost it. She got hit with a DQ. Meaning, since she did use the chair to hit Nia Jax, even though Nia Jax provoked her, even though she got in her daughter's face, very good heel move by Nia Jax to get in Jade's head, and it caused a disqualification. So yes, Nia won by disqualification. She will advance on to the semifinals, and Jade will not advance. And so many people thought she would get as far to the at least semifinals, if not the finals. They even had Jade win the whole thing, and I figured she did not need to win this tournament. I'm actually said that Nia Jax is going to win the entire time, and she is going to go to advance to the semifinals. It will be next week, Nia versus Bianca Belair. So we're going to have that. So very good play. Really honest, what you say, I'm happy for Nia. She could have beat her claim, but I'll take it. And I agree. That right there is undisputed, what you just said there.
And that is undisputed.
Yes, I definitely could have seen Nia being her clean. Nia's been on a tear as of late. No doubt about it. And I'm happy that WWE is going to move forward with her in the King and Queen of the Ring tournament, as she will advance to the next round, as well as Bianca's advance to the next round. So when it comes to SmackDown before the finals against the Raw Queen of the Ring side, it will be coming down to Bianca and Nia. That will be an interesting match. Can't wait to see who's going to win that match. Make sure you guys like, subscribe as you come in here. Keep the notification bell on when I do SmackDown Raw reviews. And also, I will be going back to doing NXT reviews. If you remember the red carpet ring early on, I was doing NXT before for a brief period of time. I'll get more to that later, but make sure you like, subscribe, keep the notification bell on. Very good match. Very good play. Nia versus Bianca next week. Now, we had some more matches going on that evening. We did have, let's see, we had Tama Tonga advance. Was this a shocker or what? Tama Tonga defeats LA Knight. Yeah, not yeah, no. LA Knight did not advance. Tama Tonga defeated him, and he got him with a pinfall with a distraction from the Bloodline Solo. He hit it with a jumper reverse STO. So it will be Tama Tonga advancing on in the King of the Ring, or King and Queen of the Ring tournament. So that's a surprise they got it. Yeah, that's crazy. One-legged Bianca can't beat Nia. Wow. Jax Muletta said this. That's said at 1741. How about that side, y'all? What? Okay. Yeah, Bianca and Nia. But yeah, we got Tonga. He advances. This was a surprising win. Many thought that LA Knight were going to advance, but they really pushed Tonga. This match was okay. I mean, Tonga didn't really do much. It's like LA Knight carried him in this match, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I really thought LA Knight was going to get further in this tournament. I didn't think he'd get knocked out the quarterfinals round, but to each his own. That's what WWE's going to do. I guess they really want to push the whole Tonga in this new bloodline. But yeah, Tonga here with the reverse STO, and then they beat up LA Knight afterwards. And LA Knight seemed like he's going to tease a feud with Carmelo Hayes, who he was talking to backstage before he started this match with Tonga. So yeah, Tonga advances, guys. A little bit shocker, but I don't know. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Tonga versus Jey Uso. And then Jey Uso gets screwed by Bloodline or whoever else interfered in this match. Really honest, Good Red said a comment here. LA Knight and Jey Uso are the most over losers I've ever seen. Yeah, you got a point there, man. That don't make sense. I just can't believe they had a win, but that's what they want to do. That's fine, but you got definitely right. That's an awesome comment you said.
And I'm awesome!
Yeah, so they're gonna have Jey Uso. It's gonna be Jey Uso and Tonga, more likely, or Gunther and Tonga. Jey Uso will make more sense storyline wise, I would say. Jackson Muletta said, I mean, what time is it in that? I mean, what time is it that side? I mean, Tiffy time. I mean, Tiffy time is what you're talking about, or actual time? Unless you mean actual time per se. You said yeet all the way. I really do want Jey Uso to advance in the tournament. That would be dope. But I think they're really gonna push Gunther. I think he's gonna win. That's what WWE's headed to. But I would like Jey Uso to get far and win. It don't make sense for Jey to win. Jey been taking too many L's. And I really don't want Tonga to do it. Yes, 10:45 my time, 11:45 in Eastern Standard Time. So 10:45 here, Central Standard Time. But yeah, I would like Jey to advance. Jax, I would like Jey to advance. I don't think that's what WWE's doing. I don't think that's the direction they're going to go towards. I could be wrong, but then again, I could be right too. I would love to see what's going to go on, but it's interesting that Tonga did advance. So that was a shocking win. Do you guys thought that Tama advance would be a shocking win on SmackDown? I think it was. I did not expect him to defeat LA Knight last night. I did not expect that at all. That was a shocking win, to say the least. Yeah, 10:46 here. Yeah, Central Standard Time. But yeah, I did not expect that for Tonga, but we'll see what else happened that night. We had another match here, and also before we had the main event of Carmelo him versus Randy Orton RKO, we did have a contract signing, and the contract signing, as we already know, was Logan Paul and Cody Rhodes set up for their match at King and Queen of the Ring PLE, more likely to be the main event, and this is supposed to be for Cody's WWE Championship and Logan Paul's United States Championship. But one thing that Logan said that he didn't know that his United States Championship was up for grabs. Jack said it's 17:46, so that's what 5:46 where you're at. Okay. Cody was expecting to have both titles on the line. Logan said he didn't want that. He had steroids drugs or something. So there will be. I don't know. That's the thing. I know Logan was taking cheap shots at Cody, talking trash, saying his brother's going to face Mike Tyson, and just talking trash. He gonna knock out Cody like his brother gonna knock out Tyson. Cody said that Mike Tyson is a WWE Hall of Famer. He gonna take out Jake, and then Cody said that himself, a future Hall of Famer, is gonna knock out Logan Paul. So that's just interesting. The thing about it is, the question I have is, will there be a United States Championship on the line at the PLE? Is that going to happen or what? I mean, what is it? No United States Championship on the line, or only Cody's title? Because Cody's holding both belts, as you see in the last still there. Cody's holding both championships. It's Cody, and then Cody kept saying he's going to be a Grand Slam champion when he faced Logan at King and Queen of the Ring. That's the whole thing about that. What's happening here? Are they going to have both titles on the line or not? That's my question. What's going on here, WWE? Are you guys sending us in circles or what? Because I did look it up online, and it says officially it will be Cody versus Logan, but it's only for Cody's championship. Why is if it's advertised Cody is only going to face Logan only for his title? Why does Cody keep saying he will be a Grand Slam champion, meaning he held all the primary men's titles in the WWE? I mean, is it confusing or what? I felt confused. I thought we was getting time versus title match. This is my problem with WWE. It's too many PLEs back to back. And I stated this before, and I see that it's throwing storylines off. Everything is being rushed. And that's the problem that I see here. That's the problem I see. That's why stuff sound confusing. It don't make no sense. Logan said he don't want to put his title on because he don't think Cody deserves it, even though he's the WWE champion. I don't get that for life of me. But Cody keeps saying he'll be a Grand Slam champion. Are they swerving us? Are they going to announce it will be time versus title later on at the PLE? Maybe they want to keep just one title for now, and they'll change it later when we head to King and Queen of the Ring. I mean, it's only a week away. I mean, what is the whole logic here? This is a confusing thing that WWE's telling us. And Cody, like I said, is holding both belts in his hand, giving us a sign that he wants to compete for not just defending his belt, but win Logan's belt as well. What is WWE telling us here? I'm just confused right now. I don't get that. On my side, Jack said, on my side, I think both titles on the line, y'all, like Cena versus Seth back then. And for those who don't know, Jax is referring to SummerSlam 2015, when Seth was then WWE champion and John Cena was then United States champion. Time was title, great match, and spoiler, Seth won the match. He became a double champion that night. But yeah, I would think it's both titles. Cody said that he's going to win both, and I think they're keeping it off the books right now. It only be Cody's title. I think Nick Aldis, somehow they're going to advertise it later on next week that both United States Championship and the WWE Championship will be on the line at King and Queen of the Ring, especially in the main event. So why would Logan, challenge Cody in the first place if he's already United States Championship? It makes sense to put both titles on the line. It just sounded confusing. Logan said, I'm not doing it, but Cody said it is. But online it says it's only the WWE Championship. So I just thought that was a tad bit confusing. But WWE's going for throwing swerve at us. They're going to change it later on. Only time will tell. But we are only 1 week away from the PLE. I just want to point that out again. But that's the way I see it. Greg King, welcome to welcome to the ring. You said so dumb that it's only one title. I agree. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's stupid.
Kingston jaw and face planted.
I agree. It should be both titles, but I think, Greg, they're going to eventually put both on there. WWE just playing with us. They're playing with the fans as usual. They don't want to make it obvious. I don't know what it is. Maybe it'd be a special stipulation as well as both titles, a steel cage match. I don't know what the case may be, but we do know this feud was just thrown together. So teach his own. But we'll move on to the main event of SmackDown, and we do know is him, Carmelo versus the most three destructive letters in sports entertainment, RKO, Randy Orton. So we do have Carmelo versus Randy Orton in the match. And yes, Randy Orton did advance. He won by pinfall with an RKO. It will be Randy Orton versus Tonga, who won earlier that night, next week in the semifinals. And then afterwards, we had Randy Orton. He cut a great promo. He cut out. He said, Tonga, you must be this new bloodline thing. He said, you must don't know who I am. I'm gonna reintroduce myself. I'm Randy Orton, 14-time world champion. Got all the spit coming out of his mouth. The most destructive players in sports entertainment, RKO, and I'm gonna introduce my foot to your ass, quoted by Randy Orton on SmackDown, and that closed out the show. But definitely, guys, Red King said, if not, maybe teasing LA Knight and Logan. Yeah, I said that it possibly could be, and also LA Knight's supposed to tease a feud with Carmelo Hayes. Since Carmelo did lose tonight as well, just like LA Knight lost tonight. But yeah, this is going to be the semifinals on the men's side for King and Queen of the Ring. It will be Tonga versus Randy Orton. I think Tonga is going to win, and Randy Orton will get screwed next week. At least that's how I see it going down for that particular match. But yeah, that's the case though. And that was the end of that show. What do I think of SmackDown? What do I think of SmackDown? How do I think it went down for this week? Let's see. My SmackDown review was 4 out of 5. It was a solid episode. Told some stories, some stuff didn't make sense. Like I said, the whole Logan Paul and Cody Rhodes contract signing, which is the United States title going to be on the line or not. So that's my review. Like I said, good show, good solid show. Some things need to be explained better. I get it. They don't have that much time to explain it. They have a PLE within a week away, right? Nearly 3 weeks after Backlash. But we are going to head to the bonus round very shortly. So come on to the red carpet reign from X. We can say goodbye to X. If you want to check out more, of course, come over here. Already pulled the plug over there. So let's get that going. In a minute or so, we will start the bonus round, and we're going to talk about it. All right. We at the bonus round. For those who are new, what is the bonus round? Bonus round is after I talk about a Raw or SmackDown or NXT, I like to go into another topic, another subtopic of WWE or any other wrestling topic. And I like to talk about something that's occurring, something going on, or whatever the case may be. For my bonus round, I talk about another topic after I talk about review, and I like to touch on something particular that I'm concerned about. Now, this particular bonus round for today, I'm talking about too many PLEs and live events causing injury to WWE superstars. What am I talking about? I am talking about these 3 particular superstars, and there's more too, but these 3 in particular. We had injuries. These 3 individuals were scheduled to be in the King and Queen King and Queen of the Ring tournament, but due to injury, they were pulled out. Asuka was pulled out, Zelina Vega was pulled out, and Bobby Lashley was pulled out. And I think this is due to too many PLEs back to back. So I'll talk about each particular superstar that was pulled. We'll talk about each in a row. Now, I want to talk about Asuka first. Asuka was pulled. She had an injury. Asuka, as we know, is on WWE Raw. She's part of Damage Control, and she's also a current tag team champion with Kairi Sane from the Kabuki Warriors. She was the first person to be advertised to not be, that was in the tournament, but also announced to be pulled from the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. And I know she was just at Backlash. She was at Backlash. She defended she was a tag team champion. Correction. Asuka was a tag team champion with Kairi Sane. Was, not current, but was. That's how fast things are going. Her and Kairi Sane lost their tag team championships to Jade, Cargill, and Bianca, and she just was in that PLE. Then they threw her to this whole King and Queen of the Ring tournament, but she was injured. You have not seen on TV. Now we know that Dakota Kai was in it, but she did not advance. But Kairi Sane and Asuka were the tag team champs as they was doing duty. They just got moved from SmackDown to Raw with the draft. Now she was in the tournament, and I think with all this PLEs, all this live event, it caused her injury. Remember, when she was a tag team champion, not only they have to defend the belts on television, but also at live events. I think all of that back to back, and then Backlash, where she just lost the championship, it's causing her to be injury, her and then being pulled from the tournament, and also it caused Asuka to be overworked. So I believe that's what led to her not being in this particular tournament. And I think that is messed up because Asuka is a great talent, and I wish she was in a tournament. We would like to see what she could do, or she could at least got far in the tournament, got close, and be, at least in the finals or semifinals to say the least. And I believe that with all of this workload of the PLE, her being the tag team champion, I know she doesn't have it now, and I think that's what caused her and Kairi Sane, it caused her injury. So hopefully Asuka has speedy recovery, whatever the injury may be, and she comes back stronger than ever. Now, she's not the only one to have an injury. I will say Zelina Vega. She's another one that was injured. Now, I know Zelina Vega, she's not the best wrestler. I know that she's more of a valet, but her frame is small. She's little compared to Asuka. She's 4'9", barely 5 feet, if not 5 feet. And I think her just being around, she has to go match on SmackDown, and the fact that she's not really the best wrestler, and they have her being at PLEs, some PLEs and live events. Maybe her training is wrong, but she is currently injured as well. As she also, similar to Asuka, was in the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. And remember, Zelina Vega was the first ever Queen of the Ring. She was set to defend defend that crown, that title of Queen of the Ring. And she couldn't even get the opportunity to defend the crown because she was injured and pulled out. Honestly, Zelina Vega's small. She's 5'1". She's not that much. She's not big at all. And I think her small frame and the fact she does not wrestle like that, she's more ballet, to say the least, that may have caused her injury and her be pulled off TV. So she was the second injury that I noticed from WWE's end of someone that was in the King and Queen tournament at first, but had to get pulled. She was replaced by, if I'm not mistaken, Maxine Dupree, and I believe Asuka was replaced. I forgot who replaced Asuka, but I know she was replaced. This was on Monday Night Raw. Zelina Vega, similar to Asuka, is on the Monday Night Raw brand. She's alongside LWO, Latino World Order. So this is a blow as well, similar to the other blow. But we'll see. We'll see what else happens. It's not a good look. I don't know when she's going to come back, but Selena Vega do come back. Speedy well recovery. Let's get her speedy well recovery as well whenever she do come back. Whether she's going to wrestle when she come back or stay in valet, which I prefer that she should be, to say the least. It just don't make any sense. The third injury, we know another injury. This is on the men's side. We got Mr. Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley. Now he is on the SmackDown brand. He's also with a faction called the Pride, which is himself, the Street Profits, and B-Fab. Now he was replaced as well in this tournament. They teased a little run-in with him and Carmelo Hayes, as he thought Carmelo was disrespecting him, and it was supposed to seem like they was going to, I don't know if they'll have that feud when he comes back. But I will say that we was expecting Bobby to, do something in the King and Queen of the Ring tournament. But, it did not go down that way. So he was injured as well. And I believe that Bobby Lashley, I know Drew McIntyre was another one. I know he was hurt too. I'll mention him as well in a second. I'll get to Drew McIntyre, but these are the most recent ones. I think Drew was the first one on the men's side. I will say that Bobby Lashley, we expected him to do his thing in the tournament, but it's a legitimate injury. It's not a storyline. I believe he was replaced by his fellow stablemate, Angelo Dawkins, who did not advance in the tournament. He got knocked out. It's not a tournament now. He got knocked out in the first round, actually. That's how it goes down. But it sucks because we was expecting Bobby Lashley to do something as well, but it did not go down in that case. Bobby Lashley hasn't done anything significant since being a two-time former WWE champion. So I thought the King and Queen Ring tournament would give him some due, at least make him look good again, make him look strong. I guess that's not the case here because he was replaced, and it's not a storyline. It is definitely a legitimate injury, as stated. This is stated online. So yeah, this is a blow to Bobby Lashley. I don't know what his injury is per se, but speedy recovery from that for a superstar Bobby Lashley. We know he's talented. We know he does his thing, but unfortunately, we couldn't see what he could do in the King and Queen of Ring tournament. He is out with legitimate injury as well, similar to Asuka and similar to Selena Vega. So Bobby Lashley, hopefully you get a speedy recovery as well. Hopefully you get better and everything. I would love to see, what he's going to do with him when he does come back. Hopefully it does. Only time will tell. I don't know what the timetable is for Bobby Lashley, but we'll see what kind of thing we'll see what's going to happen next with Bobby Lashley. And of course, we have another injury in the King and Queen of Ring tournament. He was actually the first one. I won't save for later. We got Drew McIntyre, who was on the Raw brand. They said he's injured with a badly hyperextended elbow. He is injured, but yet he's still wrestling. They said that he got hurt during the recent WWE tour, and they said that he's still wrestling. I know he has that high-profile feud with CM Punk, but he was supposed to be in the tournament. He was the first one announced that he's out, but he's been hurt for quite some time. I heard he even wrestled injured at WrestleMania 40 against Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship, night 2 of WrestleMania 40. But Drew McIntyre is another one we would expect, since he did lose the World Heavyweight Championship due to the cash-in of Damian Priest at WrestleMania 40 after holding it for 5 minutes. We was expecting something big from him as far as, becoming a big force in the King of Arena tournament. We thought that maybe he would get that crown since he lost the world title. We thought something good significant would happen with Mr. Drew McIntyre. That's not the case here. He's out, but he's still wrestling. They stay on it. I don't know if they're going to keep him off TV some more. He's been cutting great promos. Drew lately has been a force to be reckoned with on the mic. He turned his mic game, his promo game from it literally went from a 7 to a 9.5, almost a 10. He's doing great on the promo, and we know him and CM Punk are going to do their thing whenever they do feud against each other. I can't wait for that. But before that feud was going on, I was expecting him to do something similar to Bobby Lashley in the King and Queen reign of the tournament. That's not the case with Drew McIntyre. I thought he would get far, maybe get far to where Jey Uso's at, to the quarterfinals, to the semifinals, or even the finals. But he's not going that far. Drew McIntyre will have to sit out a little bit, like I said. I hope, his injury's not too bad. It's not too severe where it causes him to get even surgery, taking time off from WWE. I hope it doesn't get to that extent. Maybe it's just a little small injury that he is working through, and it does something significant where he can still be good. I would like to see what's going to happen with Drew McIntyre. Like I said, all four of these people is definitely making a significant impact on this tournament. And I think it's like they said, he got hurt on a recent tour, and that's the point I'm making. I believe with these tours and everything and these PLEs that is causing these injuries to occur. And I think that's why there is no way that people can perform at a high level. And from what I've read too, WWE knew about this advance of these injuries. And I think that's false advertising on WWE's end. I don't think that's right. They knew that Bobby, Selena, Asuka, and definitely Drew was hurt, but they still advertising that because the tickets and they don't want to upset the fans. I get that, but if they're hurt, they're hurt. There's nothing more you can do about that in particular. And I think that's what's causing these injuries to happen in WWE. And they're not these superstars are not getting rest. Ever since I noticed when Triple H decided to give the talent a 1 week off, remember at the end of the year, the holidays, they had 1 full week off of no work at WWE. They would spend time with their families and loved ones. I knew that would come back to bite them because that was just 1 week. And ever since the end of the year, they had that 1 week off. They have been working nonstop. They have been working with a chicken their head cut off. And they've been doing PLE after PLE, tour after tour, show after show, match after match. It seemed like they have not gotten a break since in the end of last year. And I think that's why Triple H gave them that much time off. I respect Triple H for giving the talent the time off, but I just don't like the fact that they're working like nonstop and it's causing talent to be injured. And now they get pulled out of the King and Queen tournament, as I stated before, that is also being rushed amongst us as fans and also rushed following the Backlash PLE in France, which did exceptionally well, especially the crowd over there in France. So I think they should just let that die down a little bit. But I know WWE has sponsors. They have expectations to meet. They got to have that stuff going on, but it's hurting the superstars. It's causing injuries. It's causing people to take time off, that time they shouldn't even have to take off. And then we have people that we want to see in these tournaments, but we can't due to the injuries of WWE superstars. I like Asuka in the ring. I like Bobby Lashley in the ring. I like Drew in the ring. Selena, not so much, but I still like her as a WWE superstar, So I just wish that there was a better way of advertising and splitting, giving some type of break in between the WWE superstars when they're performing, whether it is a live event for WWE or a Raw or SmackDown, whatever brand they're on, they are just not getting no breaks at all. So that's how I feel about that. Let's see. Greg King said, Gunther's going to win it all. I just don't see him losing. I wish they had him facing Ilya. You got a point there, Greg King. I think Gunther is going to win it all. I would like for Jade to win it all. They're positioning Gunther to win the whole tournament. And yeah, I wish he faced Ilya on the way alongside their tournament. Jax Muleta said on my side, really, I really like the bloodline without the GOAT himself, Roman. I agree. You guys got some good points there. But yeah, guys, what do you think about this whole WWE having these back-to-back PLEs and multiple superstars being injured after this tournament? They have to be pulled, and we have to get replacements for these superstars. It is a crazy thing going on in WWE right now as we speak, and hopefully they get it. It gets better and it improves. I really hope so, and let's reduce the injuries on WWE. And I would love to see the injuries go down. I know injuries are part of wrestling, especially being a professional athlete, and it will happen. It's just a given part of the job. I understand that, but some injuries could be avoided. If you're doing back-to-back PLEs and you're doing back-to-back shows and you're overworking your talent, in some cases, it can trigger the chances of having an injury more than not having an injury if you give them more space in between. We have a stacked roster on both men's and women's division. Let's spread it out. Let's utilize some more of our roster. Let's not use the same people that don't need to be used. I see that's an issue with WWE as well, but that's my opinion on the whole thing. I just wish that there would be no more injuries, because we had literally 4 injuries that were announced back to back as of late. Now we know after the whole King and Queen of the Ring tournament is finished, we do have Clash at the Castle coming up June 15th, and that's another Backlash / King and Queen of the Ring back to back. That's literally 3.5 weeks away. So that's going to be pretty much a back-to-back thing again. I would not be surprised if one of the talents for WWE headed to Clash of the Castle may have an injury or not 100%, like literally maybe 40% headed into Clash at the Castle because the back-to-back PLEs. And remember, after Clash at the Castle in June, what do we have in July? Money in the Bank. So it's moving very well like an oil machine. But I just want to know what the damage that is caused on the WWE superstars, which is causing them not to be at the highest level that we know that they can be, whether it is the women's division or whether it is the men's division. It doesn't even matter in that case. These back-to-back events are hurting the stars. And hopefully WWE do something to shut it down and get it better for that amount of time that they do have in between. So hopefully WWE gets it together, guys. I would love to see what the next move is going to be for WWE. And like I said, hopefully these superstars of Bobby Lashley, Asuka, Selena, Vega do come back in a certain amount of time. They're not out too long. And of course, Drew's working through an injury. I hope he does get some time off as well. He can nurse that injury. We want to see him do good in that feud against CM Punk. That's the feud we all want to see. And I said it before and I said it again. It will be feud of the year in 2024. That is a very high feud, not just for Raw, but for SmackDown. In all of WWE, that is a very high profile feud. I see it coming all the way a mile away. You can't tell me that you'll see that as a money-making feud. I'm thinking it was Seth versus CM Punk, but it's going to be more of a CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. So I would love to see what's the next move going to be for WWE as far as these injuries, as far as getting things together, and as far as everything. That's what we want to see at the end of the day. We want to see people be healthy. We want to see top events. We want to see top tier performances. You name it, that's what we want to see as a whole in WWE. And I think we can get there. They just got to, of course, do some more work, get it there, and just shut it down. And I know that we can do that. Other than that, though, guys, honestly, that's all I have regarding this subject of of course, SmackDown Champion versus Champion contract signing, but also is it too many PLE and live events that's causing injury to multiple WWE superstars. So you guys let me know what you think of the whole thing. I appreciate you all coming out. Really appreciate it. So reveals will pop up. One would be why Tiffany and LA Knight will win this year. Second reveal will be who's the odds-on favorite to win Queen of the Ring. Thank you guys again. And until then, it is OUT.